back in the Xbox days, people would blow. I wonder if they still do that, or has the technology come that far, but people would blow in their mics and cause ear nukes. Welcome back. It's a beautiful day. Not really. It's gray. It rained all last night. And it's like 30 degrees. But it's beautiful because look at me. So tired, dead tired, 3 hours of sleep, my fault. For 2 reasons, because I went to bed late, and then I woke up early. What's wrong with me, bro? Like, I decided not to sleep in, and then I also, at the same time, decided to stay up, so. Don't know what I was thinking. But I'm good. I made coffee, breakfast, stretched, showered, brushed my freaking teeth, I'm good. But I am feeling cognitively a little bleh. I might not be asking all the right questions. I might be forgetting names. Whatever. But regardless, and to the side, and besides the point, all that being said, etc. Let's just generate a random place in the United States. White House, Texas. Lovelock, Nevada. Half Moon Bay, California. Homer, Michigan. I really like Lovelock. Ooh, look at that photo. It's a good photo. It's always kind of disturbed me the way that we grid out the soil, or like the land. It's like, what? You just turned miles and miles and miles into some sort of, I don't know. Oh gosh. The cognitive decline is so real. Another issue, by the way, with, I think probably what contributed to me staying up late and going to bed early, let me check this battery life first, is the vaping. They dropped these new vapes that are like regulated or whatever. And yeah, probably a big reason why I went to bed late. I was stimulated. And why maybe I feel so bleh right now. Lovelock, Nevada. They have a seal. Let's analyze this first. It's like a house, a sign, a sunrise over a mountain. There's a road, cornfield. It says 1917. Lovelock is the county seat, which I've read this a couple times, but I don't really know what it means. Administrative center of a county. I see. So if you go to court in Pershing, you gotta go to Lovelock. It is the namesake of a nearby medium security men's prison in a Cold War era gunnery range. A World War II facility in Nevada used for aerial gunnery, strafing, dive bombing, and rocket fire. Lovelock Correctional Center. Is this coming off too ADHD for you guys? Like the way that I like bounce and jump around topics. This is just the way that my brain works. I'm still locked in with where we left off on Lovelock, but I'm also learning something entirely different that will eventually connect back. What is up with this? Should I learn this later, after the fact, or learn this now? Okay. Notable inmates is crazy. The facility received wide media coverage in 2008 when former American football star O.J. Simpson was sent there after being sentenced 33 years in prison. Damn. Okay. Lovelock Correctional Center. I mean, based on this photo, it's a good spot for a prison. It's like, where the fuck you gonna go? Even if you manage to break out, good luck. Alright, let's continue. So it's pretty much like an extension of the government in some ways, but in a lot of ways, so is every city. It used to be a stop for settlers on their way to California, and later a train depot. The town's economy remains based on farming, mining, and tourism. Classics. The classics. Never fails. I gotta get into farming myself. History. The area in which the township of Lovelock would be established first came to prominence as a midpoint of the Humboldt Trail to California, according to an 1849 description of what were then called Big Meadows. This march for 3 miles is certainly the liveliest place one could witness in a lifetime. There's some 250 wagons here all the time. Trains going out and others coming in taking their place is the constant order of the day. Cattle and mules by the hundreds. Grass to their knees. All discoursing sweet music with the grinding of their jaws. Wait, this is a excerpt from... according to a description. That's a crazy source. According to this description, what the fuck? A few settlers stopped to harvest wild rye growing in the meadows and scythe the hay each fall, which they sold. Arriving there from California in 1866, the English settler George Lovelock this dude. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Yeah. He was born in England, then he died in Lovelock. So it was like through and through a settler. Dude. That's a crazy life. He died in 1824. Let's see what the Lovelocks are up to today. Okay. Whatever. Hold up. Arriving there from California in 1866, the English settler George Lovelock bought the squatter's right for 320 acres and received with it the oldest water rights on the Humboldt River. What is a squatter? squatter's right. Dude, this lisp, I hate it. And not because it sounds or like it's an insecurity, it's just uncomfortable to talk. Squatters' rights, also known as adverse possession, are laws that allow a person to claim legal ownership of a property by occupying it for a specific period without the owner's permission. These rights are governed by state law and generally require the squatter to have occupied the property continuously, exclusively, openly, and without the owner's consent for a number of years, which can range from 7 to 20 years, depending on the state and other factors. So you're telling me that why do I have an exclamation point? I'll look into that later. So from my understanding is that if you were to break into a home and just live there for 10 years uninterrupted, you own the property? You own it? I don't think you own it, do you? Adverse possession. To claim legal ownership. Dude, that's crazy. That's low-key the strat. We should build a squatters task force and kind of like send us out by county, and we all take we all just give it a shot. We all squat something bound to be at least one property that we take, and we could sell it, and we make bank. Nah, but this sounds like a side hustle. We gotta get into squatting. You could just, think about this. A $600,000 home. You couldn't pay that off in 10 years if you bought it with money. But if you were to just sit there for 10 years, you could own it. Like, that is the strategy. Okay. And in this case, you got a whole town that way, squatting. Crazy. Born in Wales, Lovelock was from an English family that is known to family historians as the Lineham line. First of all, didn't know that there were family historians. Second of all, shout out the Welsh. His brother Daniel moved to Australia, and one of Daniel's sons to New Zealand, so that the relations of the man after whom the Nevada town was named after is now widely scattered. Which we did see here, because I'm like, why is he going to Australia? But there you go. Town's foundation came about with the building of the Central Pacific Railroad. George Lovelock provided 85 acres for the site, so the depot was named Lovelocks after him and appears in old maps. Thereafter, he put his mining expertise to work and discovered many valuable lodes in the area, which contributed to increased railway traffic. He also acted as the town's first postmaster and invested in hotels. In particular, he was the first proprietor of the Big Meadows Hotel, adjacent to the train station. This was eventually adapted as the Greyhound bus depot? Really? The Lovelocks made the Greyhound bus, because this has got to be the biggest bus line in America, right? It's like this or Amtrak. Shout out. But this is the second time now that I've seen a origin story just like this. I forget which town it was, but yeah, a settler settled basically took the land or whatever. And then built a post office, and then made a hotel next to the railroad station. Literally verbatim, same story. I think it was Bryn Mawr. Same shit. This is what you call locking in. This dude, at the same time, you question. We can't give this man too much credit for doing these things, because guaranteed he didn't build that depot. He didn't build that hotel or the post office. This is a man with money and power. This is a man who likely took advantage of others to make a fucking dollar. I'm talking slaves, people. I'm talking forced labor. I'm keeping an eye on my battery percent because that's 6. By 1900, the town of Lovelock had a school, churches, business, blah blah blah. Don't give up. Lovelock was incorporated as a city in 1917. In 1919, it was named the county seat when Pershing County was organized, carved out of the southern part, blah blah. It's famous, blah. Nothing. I need to get into writing Wikipedia articles. I would make it so verbose and beautiful. This shit's... While mining and agriculture were the base of the economy, the community thrived on the state specialty of gambling, had many casinos, 3 legalized brothels, all of which are now closed. The town's centenary oh shit, 100th anniversary was in 1968. That's my shit. All the girls gonna party like this now. Few times been around it. Oh my gosh. At least there is history, right? Like, it's not just 2 paragraphs. Even though it's boring, I'm just glad that there's something. But it is very boring and I'm gonna fall asleep. There's a bunch of mining booms in the neighboring mountains. Shout out. Geography. It has a river. It gets cold in the winter. It gets hot in the summer. Very cool, very cool. Relatively big Native American population. Medium income is healthy. There's a male disparity. Mostly rely on agriculture and mining for income. Tourism. Portuguese festival in May. What became the annual Frontier Days weekend in July. Hot air balloon races. Lovelock Street Fever car show. Major draw is the Lover's Lock Plaza. Lover's Lock Plaza, huh? What am I looking at, dude? This is... Oh, I see. It's like that shit they got in Paris. Which I read that they... Like, the fence is becoming so heavy that they have to... They're actually taking them off. Like, little by little. So if you ever did that and you thought it was going to be there forever, ha ha ha. They have a dirt racing track known as the Lovelock Speedway. For such a small city, well, I guess it's not that small. It's like 22,000. I forget. Where's the population? That's it? 1,800? Wow, that's a very small population. Well, for such a small population, they've really done a lot and have a lot. Things and such, like events, festivals, buildings. Notable people. See if we know any of these people. No. Oh, she's from Metropolis. And Charlie Chaplin. Really? Featured films. Is she not from Metropolis? Tripping. Shit. Look at this photo. This is so cute. Ugh. Go back. Where was I? That's adorable. Man. That's pretty cool. So where's Charlie Chaplin from? Got an actor, a poet. Lovelock to Winnemucca is an album from a folk rock band called Center Divide. I would love to check it out, and as a matter of fact, I don't give a fuck about copyright. It gave me directions instead of the album. Here it is. It is on Spotify. Let's pull it up. I refuse. Oh, here it is. There's a song called Lovelock, 1999. Spotify. So annoying. Lovelock Center. Oh. Come on, bud. Center Divide.
If you ever drive from Lovelock to Winnemucca, it's a good idea to pack your cares along. The desert's big and wide, those mountains stand far apart. There's a whole lot of room to lose a broken heart.
Yeah.
I never met anybody
Let's go.
ever fall in love with her. She snuck up on me from behind. I never had a chance to hide.
I could just listen to that. I for real would listen to that. I like that. Notable indeed. So yeah. On the other hand, An Interrupted Journey is the subject of the Hot Buttered Rum string bands Limbo and Lovelock. Gots to listen to that. It's my favorite part, I think, of researching is the art. Oh no. I have to grab my charger, so what are we at? We're at 2%, dude. I have like 4 seconds. I'll be right back. In the meantime, I'll be right back.
Rolling down the highway, barely hitting 65. Buster's gears, they gave in. We're glad just to be alive. What to do and where to go are the questions on our mind. Sheriff Lovelock's at Lovelock, he arrived with a ride. He said, welcome home to Lovelock, you travelers gone astray. That desert snow is falling, you might just want to stay. If you're broke down and stranded,
Not really for me. I don't really like it, but can appreciate it. What are the comments? No comments. Comments are turned off. Wilp. Shout out. Shout out. Poetry and fiction. Lovelock has had a poet of his own. Brought up on a small reservation. Even after he moved on, its Indian cemetery was a point of reference for him, which he often returned to in memory. I'm at the place that I grew up to leave. Alkali-crusted sand waves have drifted against my markers of blood. Damn. Other poems in which the town's name figures record the impressions of passing travelers. I miss when people were poets. I've expressed this sentiment before. But back in the day, before screens, scrolling and all that, there was really just writing and reading. And for every DJ you come upon, for every influencer, back in the day, the hustle was writing. And I honestly long for that. Like, I wish everybody today, like, was just writing. But yeah, man. That was the culture. It was like music, writing. Beautiful. That's really the basis for, my life and my reality. Painting and sculpture. Thomas Morant. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing that interesting. Let us take to the internet. cityoflovelock.com. That's cute. And okay, that fence just clicked for me. It just clicked. Oh my god, dude, this is so boring. It's only 1 square mile? That's crazy. That's so low key. It's a lot of people for such a small area. Yeesh. Correctional facilities is the 3rd biggest. Key employer, mining, and the Lovelock Correctional Center. Dang. What is this? The Youth of Lovelock. Look at this dude in the back. Ugh, icon. Wait a second. It's the meta. Publications. All that. Pretty light page, but I don't blame him. There's nothing going on. There's a Lovelock cave. Whoa. Let's peep it. Actually, it being a mining town, you would think there'd be a lot of caves, actually. either man-made or natural.
Bought it on the Middle Bay boat trip.
Yep, we decided to get out and stretch our legs. We're going to check out an area called Lovelock Caves. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh,
The Lovelock Cave while searching for trails not too far from Interstate 80 in
so pretty.
Nevada on the All Trails app.
Oh, well, how about that?
At the time, I had no idea of its historical significance.
Look at this grid, man.
We had stumbled upon the first major archaeological site excavated in the Great Basin area. It's found nearly 20 miles off of the interstate, along the scenic Lovelock Cave backcountry byway. It is believed that this area was occupied by Native Americans as far
Believed? Is believed? Pardon me?
back as 2600 BC. But how could a thriving community
damn.
of Native Americans have survived in this desert atmosphere? Well, simply put, the climate was very different back then. The area below the cave is the Humboldt Sink, which used to be the Humboldt Lake.
Bro, this
it offered
guy.
good fishing and duck hunting, and the surrounding lands offered good harvests.
Look at this guy. I like this.
So at the trailhead, they do have some pamphlets
Did you guys see that? What? It's a plane.
that correspond with these numbered spots to give you a little bit of both the ecology and the plant growth here, as well as some of the history.
This dude did his
This
research.
vast expanse here in front of me is what once was the Humboldt Lake. And it really had a thriving community for the Native Americans here, because the river provided everything they needed as far as fish and waterfowl. Of course, the lake and all that it provided.
So the lake just dried up? When did it dry up? The Humboldt Lake. When did Humboldt Lake dry up? I guess. I don't know. It's an intermittent lake that dries up at certain times rather than a lake that dried up permanently. It's a dry lake bed most of the time, but fills with water from the river when there is enough water flow, though it doesn't have a fixed date of disappearance. Oh. Because I was thinking about all of the nuclear tests in Nevada. All nuclear tests in Nevada. Let's see like a map, hopefully. We could compare with Lovelock. Here's something. Oop. Nevada test sites. Holy moly. Doses and radiation. Oh my god. Yeah, so where is, oh my gosh, I have so many tabs open. I'll just make a new tab. Lovelock, Nevada. Pyramid Lake. So we're looking at the Reno, Winnemucca area. Like this area. I don't understand that map, TBH. And there's not. Oh my god. Nevada nuclear test sites map. Yeah. Jesus Christ. But it's still not necessarily what I'm looking for. And it's kind of annoying that I can't find what I'm looking for. Bro, is that where Nevada is? This is Nevada. It's like Arizona. Sheesh, man. A downwinder? Winder. Whoa, compensation? Whoa. Oh my god. I was raised in Montana, bro. My family, my whole family. Uh-oh. This is where my mom was born. Yeesh. And I'll tell you what, my family, we don't look too hard. We don't look too pretty. And I would 100% believe we are, yeesh, products. Oh man, I mean, that is something to know.
Have pigeons. All right. I think it's time to get out the flashlights.
Man, this guy sounds like the best dad. I'm jealous.
It is.
The more layers of ancient relics they were finding. True archaeologists were called in, and more than 40 storage pits were ultimately excavated, with more than 20,000 artifacts discovered, including fishing gear, sagebrush sandals, moccasins, woven baskets, and even 2,000-year-old duck decoys.
See, there's the crack that we almost went into earlier. So it's not like we're really going to have any places to really go. But you can just imagine what this would have been like for the Native Americans to find an opening like this and use it for storage, keeping everything dry, and it'd be here whenever they came back. Yeah. No. I just think those rock formations there are wild.
Wow.
I don't know what causes that or what the history is of this rock, but that is weird. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Almost makes me think of some kind of alien egg sacs right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, we always find a way to make it into alien, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
I mean, that whole wall is like that.
That's really...
You know, all that weird black
Dude,
stuff
bro,
on the
give
ceiling
this guy
and
a
walls
subscribe.
and the formations. We'll have to look up to see what the name is for that kind of stuff. Sure looks like it. Back we came into earlier.
At this point, I'm just genuinely interested in this video. But it is insightful. He's got information.
The cave explorer returns.
Holy moly of all God's beauty.
I always say that I missed my calling. I should have been a geologist because I'm just fascinated by the rocks, the rock layers, the formations that they get weathered into.
I have a friend who's a geologist, bro. You just end up working for some of the most evil corporations. It's not what you think it is. Actually, you're just looking for gold and silver and blowing up local and tribal lands.
Yeah, if I had it to go to do over again, I would either do something in the vein of being a geologist or being a park ranger. It's quite a range, but
Can anyone be a park ranger, bro? I would kill for that job. I would kill for that job, and I don't care if it's cold, freezing cold. I will walk those trails. God, I almost want to look into it. Like, is there a park ranger jobs, Wisconsin? Let's go. Dude, Kettlemore Rainforest is awesome. Those trees are beautiful. I'd kill for that job. This dude is spitting facts.
Cover my interests. Caves near Lovelock, Nevada. We just happened to find it on all trails, honestly, for something that's not too far off the interstate. I think it was about 19 miles total. It's a great little place. Obviously,
Very cool. Very cool. Let's go on to maps and look for ourselves. I'm pretty sure right here is, yeah, the same tab. Look at all of this. We got a little bit. What is, bro? What is this? Please tell me there's street view down here. Nope. Anywhere near? Not even close. Nowhere. What? What are they doing here? I keep finding shit that just perplexes me. I'm just gonna assume this is agriculture. I mean, it's gotta be, right? That is weird formation in the middle of nowhere. We got another one. Oh, they're kind of everywhere. They're circular, which I'm curious of why is it circular. You know, I really don't. This is last resort. But I want to go to ChatGTP and take a screenshot of this and just throw it in there and ask why. What is this? What am I looking at? Let's see here. A center pivot irrigation field in a desert. Perfect green circles are created by long rotating irrigation arms, watering the crops in a particular pattern. I figured, but it's good to know. So many mountains. Oh, this area is gorgeous. It's really, truly, and all the way a shame, a damn shame, what we've done to Nevada. As far as radiation, because I'm pretty sure it's the most radiated place in America, like, guaranteed. Is that a plane? No, that's a school. They had a railroad, I read, but where is it? They get rid of it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I think. Pretty sure, yeah. What started it all? Indian colony, huh? Cool. Let's drop in. Wow. I was thinking about the sun yesterday. Just how the sun is the only thing that ages us. It breaks stuff down at a molecular level. It literally consumes carbon, of which everything is made of. All life is made of. So yeah, that's why I stay inside. But yeah, in a place like Nevada where it just gets so hot, which I think Death Valley is in Nevada or it might be in Arizona, but some of the hottest places in America, everything is getting fucking warped, eaten alive by the sun, literally. Some very, very, very simple trailer type homes with like the cheapest gates. What's even the point of having gates like this? Haven't you seen enough movies or television? Don't you know that we could just go over it? It's literally like designed to climb. These gates make more sense to me, right? Because you can't get your little footies through those. This tree is cooked, bro. It's so dead. Yeah, everything is roasted. Let's go somewhere else. Yeah, random. Oh. These trees are lively. How do they maintain the trees though? Do they manually water them? Or is this a natural? I highly doubt that it's natural. Look at that grass. I mean, maybe this tree's... I don't know, honestly. I'm not an arborist or whatever. Study trees. It's a nice car. Yeah. Pretty simple, pretty small. Sheesh, I bet rent here is like $20 a night. Alright, well, I mean, simple. Nothing crazy. They produce soy products, huh? Now we got a lot of Lovelock stuff down here. Lovelock Avenue, animal shelter, but it's all outside the confines of Lovelock, which I've never seen before. Here's all the farmland, which I assume most of the people work. I mean, wow. How long would it take you to walk with biofuels? I wish, maybe you can. I don't know, but I wish I could measure distance. Oh! Nice. Okay, and click on the map to trace a path you want to measure. Nice. Holy moly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at all this farmland. We got like almost 20 miles of farmland. I like that it says miles and not kilometers. Does Google just change based on what region you're in? Like, is Google an entirely different service? Like, it all of a sudden is doing stuff in kilometers and stuff? Derby Field. It's an airport. So where's that correctional facility? Let's get a good look at that. I didn't see it. They got a McDonald's. Dude, they're everywhere, man. Let's look it up. Prison Road? Oh, that's disgusting. Let's zoom out a bit. Here it is. Here's Lovelock. Here's the correctional facility. Mountains on mountains. I think this is where that dude was. Over here. Either over here or over here. Water. What is this stuff? Sewage? Like, I think I'm gonna take another screenshot and send it to ChatGPT. One, two, three. Okay, what are the blue and murky brown / green areas on the map? Water treatment, yeah, that's what I thought. The dark blue black squares are settling ponds or oxidation ponds. I mean, the fact that these are so big, wait, let me measure this distance. Yeah, leave it there. There we go. Oh, it's almost a mile long, huh? Or it's over a mile. Isn't a mile 1,500 feet? Isn't it, right? $5,000 feet. Oh my god. I was way off. Yeah, this is literally called Prison Road. What is this? Oh, I see. Dude, this road is crazy. Oh my god, imagine getting anywhere here. You take one wrong turn, you're just gone. This road actually leads nowhere. It's a fake road. God, mother of... Wow. It's so pretty. Oh my god, it looks foreign. It looks alien. Look at all the colors and ripples. Wow. Ah, fuck. No. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay. Guys. Oh, that's it. All good. I know it was weak today. I think. Weak, boring, discombobulated. But it's a reflection of how I feel. I don't know. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna take the time to make timestamps in the description. Wanna do that from this point on. For all the videos, and yeah, today I'm just gonna relax and not do much. Play some video games, maybe watch a movie. I'm gonna eat like a peanut butter banana sandwich right after I end record. Upload the video. It'll take about 20 minutes, and bada bing bada boom. I shall see you next time. Most beautiful God, Lovelock. That's pretty. Goodbye.